Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It's been a good while since I last uploaded, and that's because I was busy finishing up college. So I just graduated, and I am now on my summer break until I go back for some sort of more schooling eventually. So today I'm going to be going over more customs I've made over the time in college and a few a little bit after that I've not really got to post about, at least not in anything long form. So before I go over those, I'm going to go over some of my customs I still have for sale that will be linked below. First we have my Fear custom, who is still up for sale. I lowered all the prices on them so they're not pricey. They are all signed. They all have resin coated eyes and even have sculpted features on this one, and all are covered in glitter. So I'll go over the next ones. Next we have Anxiety with sculpted hair and eyebrows and resin covered eyes. All are signed. Next is Embarrassment with a sculpted hoodie, nose, zipper, and the little pulley things, the little strings, and is signed, and also has glitter on the tail along with the hair. And then for my personal favorite, the Disgust, who has a fabric scarf, who is also signed, and all the little details painted, along with glitter on the head and tail. So all these guys will be linked below on my eBay. Alright, so for my first custom of today's video that is brand new is Swansea from Mouthwashing. He will also be up for sale on my eBay along with another mouthwashing custom I will show you, and they will all be linked in the description and also in the comments. I'll let you know when they're all up for sale. So he has sculpted hair. He has a sculpted collar, and you can see I painted all of his wrinkles and his body hair, along with a tiny little symbol of the horseshoe. He is signed, has little paw prints, and has all his hair and glory. I thought that I don't know if this is a French bulldog, but I thought that fitted him very well. So on to my next one. So this will be the last mouthwashing character I will make for now, being Captain Curly before the crash. If you haven't seen my last video already, I made all the other characters, including Crashed Curly, so feel free to watch that. And so he has sculpted hair, as you can see. He has also a sculpted collar, and whatever I think that would also be called a collar as well. And all the painted details of his fur, along with his hairline, is all shaded. As you can see, kind of fluffy underneath, eyebrows. And I think I forgot to mention, they all have resin covered eyes, and he also has a resin covered nose. Also all being signed, and paw prints on the bottom. So on to the next one. So this one I'm going to be showing photos of because I currently do not have them on me at the moment because they are in a art exhibit right now. So I'm gonna put it up on screen. I made a raccoon webkins for a webkins collab over on Instagram, and you can go check out my Instagram and look at all the other wonderful creations everyone else did for the collab. Everyone did a wonderful job, and I really enjoyed making the raccoon because it was a plushie from my childhood, and I think it's awesome. I have them as a Littlest pet shop, and I can't wait to get them back. Hopefully I'll make a video with them before I sell them, so I can go over them more in detail, but they also have a short about them, so feel free to check on my shorts. You can also see how I constructed them. So on to the next one. Alright, so this is one of my partial customs. I barely ever do these ones. So this was also for another collab, which was the prototype collab, which I took a fake puppy husky and repainted the eyes and fur, all the tan colored fur and paw pad as well, not the bottom part, but yep. Forgot to sign them, but probably not gonna sign this one, but I'm not sure. Has resin covered eyes and nose, but I do plan to eventually sell this one, so I'll probably sign it before listing. I forgot to do that, but that was also for another collab, and I plan to do other collaborations soon. I am not going to spoil which ones though, but I am a part of one coming up. On to the next one. So this is my angel dust custom. Sorry, the lighting is a little weird. So I used a ladybug of all things for him and sculpted his hair on both sides, his bow tie, and also the spider butt, which I really like the detail. It's not something he has in the show, but I thought it'd be a missed opportunity to not make him more spider-like. He also has spots on the back of his head and a heart, along with the painted stripes, which the ladybug was also striped, so that kind of helped, and is signed on the bottom. And also his eyes are covered in resin along with his mouth. It's not showing, but it's shiny. So on to the next ones. Alright, so these last two are from the same series. So I did, if you don't know who this is already, I did Pim from Smiling Friends, one of my favorite Adult Swim shows recently. He's pretty simple, but very fun to do. Just literally drilled a wire in his head and just painted over a fake triplet puppy. Also to mention, he's got like these little dents in his head, which I also thought was funny because like it looks kind of like natural looking, like, I don't know, makes him look like more realistic because he's like bald basically. And he has little marks painted on his pants. He's got paw pads and also is signed and has his collar and buttons along with like the line down. I don't know what you'd call that, but yep, simple little guy. On to the next one. And now for a cursed one, I also had to make Charlie, which he was fun to make. I had the idea of an anteater, but also like I literally had to look up if they had a sticker-eyed one because I was gonna like get one, but they do not, so I had to make my own sticker eye by filling his eye in with clay and then sanding it. And we got this cursed little fella. His eyes are also glossed, if you can see that. And then I even used a hat from some toy I got from the Dollar Tree. I like to get some accessories from the Dollar Tree because they got a lot of cool stuff that could help for customs, so I definitely recommend it. I'll watch this. Ooh, he's got eyes on the other side. Yeah, he looks very cursed if you turn him like this. I mean, it doesn't really look that bad. I mean, he looks fine right here, but if you see it in person, you can see it on both sides, and it looks very weird. But I didn't know how else to make him. I think it looks hilarious. So he also has his painted collar, his little pulley things for the jacket. His anteater fingers are all painted. There's my signature, and his shoes that are white and kind of look like boots, and then his tail. I was told by someone to remove his tail, but I'm like, then he just look weird. Like, why would you remove his tail? He's an anteater. So yeah, I don't know, I think he looks pretty accurate. And just these two together, like, I want to make the whole cast, but I have no idea which animals to use for the rest. So if you have any recommendations for like Gleb, Alan, or even someone like the boss, please let me know below. Alright, so that concludes this video. All these customs that are for sale will be linked on my eBay, and I will tell specifically which ones are there, and I will name and give direct links to them so everything's easily navigating on there. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos and more customs.